Hey, good morning, all you friends and family members. This is Richard Wallace, Jr., Reformers Unanimous, Chapter Director number 520, based out of Flower Mound, Texas, with today's Director's Daily Dose that keeps the devil defeated. And man, it's really hard to believe that there's only 2 more days left in 2008. And I trust it's been a great year for you as it has been for me and our chapter here in Flower Mound. And I'm praying that God pours out His Spirit and His blessings upon the national and the international ministry of Reformers Unanimous, each and every individual chapter, that God will continue to do great and mighty things through this ministry, this need-filling ministry. Here in the chapter in Flower Mound, guys, hey, remember, we've got Are You Awake starting again tomorrow morning from 6 to 7 at Starbucks. Great time to start your day with the Lord, with good Christian fellowship and friends. We'll look at the proverb of the day. We'll talk about the principle of the day. And then again, on Thursday morning, we'll meet back after a late night Wednesday night. We will have our Life Changers New Year's Eve party. Give you a good, safe alternative to some of the things that might normally go on New Year's Eve. With me today in the book of Matthew, chapter number 20, verse number 30 says this, "And behold, 2 blind men sitting by the wayside, when they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And the multitude rebuked them, because they should hold their peace. But they cried the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And Jesus stood still and called them and said, What will ye that I shall do unto you? They say unto him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. So Jesus had compassion on them and touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him." This is a wonderful story of the healing touch of our Savior, the great physician, very God, very man, Jesus Christ. And here, Palm Sunday is about to happen, and God the Son, Jesus Christ, is going to ride triumphantly into Jerusalem, and here Jesus, the Son of God, is walking through the streets, and a couple of blind men hear that this is Jesus entering their town, and they begin to cry out for healing. They understand who God is. They understood who the Messiah was. They knew what Jesus was possible, what was possible through the touch and the miracle healings of God that had been done through His Son, Jesus Christ. And they cried out for His healing. Oh, but it's such a tragedy to see. As I deal with the addicted in our community, so many are laden down so heavily with the burden of addiction. So many are so bound by the crippling chains of addiction. They're so hopeless and helpless with all that the world has taught them, with all that psychology and psychiatry has tried to instruct them, that this is the way that they'll always be, that once an addict, always an addict, and they so buy into that they won't even cry out to God for His healing. Oh, but we see here that these men were even compelled by the crowd to keep silent. Oh, but I'm so glad that they cried out in worship to God, Jesus Christ. They begged for the healing that only Jesus could bring. And oh, Jesus, when He saw their faith, when He understood that they placed their sight in His hands, Jesus was moved with compassion. And by the way, we still serve a Jesus. We still know a God who's still moved with compassion. If you will but cry out to God, you too can be healed. You too can be loosed. You too can have the chains of sin sawn asunder in your life. And you can know great deliverance. You can know great freedom. You can have your eyes be made to see through Jesus Christ. You can have that healing. Oh, but you must Cry out to him no matter what the world says. The world will try to get you to hold your peace. The world will try to get you to keep quiet. Try to make you understand and believe that God doesn't care for you. And that addiction is something that God has no way of healing. Oh, my friend, but he does. And here we see what happened with the blind men. After that they received their sight, they followed him. Oh, the other great tragedy that I run across as a director in a local chapter is that those that have been set free cease to follow Jesus Christ, the one that made them free, the one that broke the chains of addiction in their life, the one that overcame the bondage of sin, just as the children of Israel. God led them out of Egypt's bondage, and yet the children still turned their backs upon him. And so oftentimes I see those people set free by Christ, only to go and serve another master. My prayer for you, first of all, is that you'll find the freedom that Jesus brings. And then secondly, that you'll follow him all of your days. I love you, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait another 4.5 days until we meet right here in Flower Mound at 7 o'clock. God bless you. I love you all.